6. So today we have a very distinguished speaker, Mr. Nirmal Sridharan, the MD of Daini Education and Research and Mainicker Innovation Private Limited. He's a strategist, edu management consultant, and a transformational speaker. Mr. Nirmal Sridharan has an experience of 14 plus years as a digital content developer for ERP and manufacturing sector. He's also a consultant for 2D and 3D AR and MR technologies, enterprise cloud in the SaaS, that is software as a service, and on-premise model. He has worked with various government bodies, including NTPC, Swayam, and Sampurna. He is also a strategic consultant for 11 different industries and has held top positions in TNQ Engage, that is the Hindu newspapers company, HCL Learning, and Foradian Technologies. So, Mr. Nirmal,
hello. Hello.
I think it looks like doctors lost connectivity.
Yeah, I guess.
Sriram, can we go ahead?
I think yes, Vidya, we can go ahead. I think Dr. Nayars has got freezed, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, I think sir has completed the introduction, I believe. You can go ahead.
Yeah, Vidya, I think we can go ahead.
Vidya?
Yes, sir, we can go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir. We can go ahead. Dr. Nair is on the phone. He just said he lost connectivity.
Oh, great. Right. Thanks for Mr. Nair, and it was a fantastic introduction about me. And I'm very honored to interact in an intellectual gathering like this, and to just thank everyone in this group. And to start with, let me share my screen. Right. So this company, Deni group of companies, is two verticals. Majorly, we are into digital content development, including 2D, 3D, and augmented and virtual reality. And right now, we'll be speaking about the cutting edge marketing technology and what the end users are looking for, the coordination with the producer or the service kind of thing. So can anyone see my screen?
Yeah, it's visible, sir. Screen is visible, sir.
Okay. Oh, great. So everyone knows actually about the digital marketing sphere, where everyone know what is actually SEO, SEM, and what we do for the end user for getting up the leads and everything. So majorly, I like to just speak about the technology over here is about the engagement, right? That is actually the fourth part of engagement. When we talk about the engagement part, say example, when we have a product, when we throw it to the customer, we engage the customer or we educate the customer how our product is on. For that, we use a different set of strategy to get them as a lead, or we engage them with a different set of experience part. right? So we use some kind of landing page, home page, and product page, and CRO, and personalized and user generated content. And majorly, I'll be touch basing two things here. One is CRO, right? So what we call it as is converted uh, ratio conversion ratio optimization, right? And another is user generated content. So these are the two things which I'll be just speaking with everyone here, right? So here, what I'll be doing is I'll be telling you what is e-com integration is all about, what is augmented reality, and how AI is integrated with a mobile app or with a education institute or a education company, and how that gives them an edge of marketing. And everyone knows all this term, e-commerce integration, augmented reality, AI integration, virtual reality, and AR configurator, 3D configurator, and VR configurator. There are the three different types of it, and we'll be just having a quick discussion on that. And a little bit of IoT, how IoT is being used in a marketing technology for generating of leads for the end user, and how it helps with geofencing and geo-targeting and IP landing kind of things. Will be just giving you a quick walkthrough and on the given time. And any questions on this slide? I can go ahead to the next slide. Great. Right. So when we understand actually, right, how e-commerce website works, and when it is actually starting from a cloth to accessories and to missions, and how we were doing it on a traditional way, we really had a retail channel of selling things. We have a showroom, and we will have an executive who will just show that to the end user, and the end user get himself into the product and experience the product more than seeing it, he or she can experience it. When it's a cloth, you can just see it in a mirror, or when it is an Apple phone, or when it is an computer, he has a chance of interacting with the computer, right? And after that, e-commerce platform where you can see only the photos of it, right? Where you can just see the one-way photos of it and the description and the spec of that, like it has been shown what is the rate, and what is the segment of it, and what is actually the materials, how it is being manufactured, and everything. And when you talk about actually the machineries, right? When it is an e-commerce portal or a website or a landing page or anything, the mission's photo, 2D photo, a plain photo will be lying in the website, and that website will be showing you what type of mission it is, and what type of metal is used, aluminum, and what of the technology is used, and what is the voltage, that kind of stuff. Everything is used in a website, and to tell you very honestly, that is one way. So you cannot just ask them what type of material it is, and if you can ask them, you can just have a chat option, or you can just call the end customer and you can ask them what exactly it is, right? So this is how e-commerce were in the past, and right now we have several marketing technologies to explain what exactly it is, like virtual reality, and augmented reality, and 3D simulator and 3D configurator kind of. So my talk is all about, will be introducing you how virtual reality and how augmented reality and how IoT and how AI is being influencing the market right now for the end user. Say example, I'll be just showing you a website. One. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Yeah, great. So this is a e-commerce portal where you have a jewelry where you can just turn this jewelry right or left, and even you can see the glass of it, and the you can just interact with this website. You can interact with this website, and you can also just change the color of the golden ring, and you can just change the diamond color and everything. Right? Can you see this? So this is a kind of a augmented virtual kind of a website where this is a need of an art where the end user are looking for it. Say example, many jewelries in Coimbatore like Kitira, Kalidas, or many jewelers across the world, they want an experience need to happen in the website where an augmented reality website can just give you. So you can just turn it right or left. If you want to just change it in a different color, yes, you can just change it. Or if you want it in a rose color, you can also just change it actually. So this, and moreover, after setting up your product, after customizing your product, and you can experience it by clicking a QR code, and you can just place it in your ring, or you can just place it in your, a neck as a necklace kind of thing. So you can just see, you can just take a screenshot of it, or you can just see a selfie of it, and you can just experience how this ring or how this necklace is viewed in our neck. And when you talk about the different another industry example, can you see this? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Great. So this is actually a motor industry or any manufacturing industry, right? So this is actually we have three different of AR, augmented reality. This is web AR, right? And when you have a marker AR, but after this experience, I'll be showing you a video. Say example, a company has a blueprint, want to design a, say example, a hydraulic press or a hydraulic filter, which is 20 tons, right? So in the previous year, what they do is actually they get all the materials and they source it and they do R&D and they develop a prototype and or a POC, proof of concept, and they give demo to the client. And after giving the demo to the client, they take the payment and they manufacture the product. But nowadays, it is not in that time actually, right? So one thing, if you have a engineering drawing or if you have something actually, you can just put it in a website where you can just change the color of it, and you want to increase the gauge, if you want to add something else like stainless steel or materials kind of thing, the texturing will also happen here, right? So the in the forthcoming slides, I'll be telling you how the texturing happens. And if your company is in Coimbatore and if you are in Singapore or London, you can touch your machine and you can feel the experience of your texture. That will be seeing it in the thing, and so this is how it happens. So this gives an experience, so you can play around with this. Actually, this is done by a game engine, where how we play with for our entrance, like that we can play with the product and we can see what is actually this is, and even we can just you can just have a specification of it. And let me show a few other things. Hope the screen is visible for everyone.
Visible, sir.
Great. So if it is a mission, right? This mission can, you can just have a different type of, when we are manufacturing a mission, you will add or you will subtract some mission parts here, right? So that is also possible in this game engine, right? So if you see this actually, if you turn right and if you see what are the machines you use and what is actually the how many teeth you have and whether if you want a fork can be the lift can happen or if you need to make it as a different thing like a shovel or if you need something as a drill kind of thing. Everything you can just give an experience to the end user or over a computer and over a presentation. And so this can happen in a minute, and you can just show them in different angles, right? So I'll be showing you in the forthcoming slides where you can just color the left end in yellow and the right end in black, or on the footer entire machine into a different color. So this type of experience will increase your and you increase your sales. It will reduce your sales cycle and it will increase your sales pitch, and the conversion ratio will be around 45 to 53%, right? More than showing your pamphlet or more than showing them on a website. This gives you a real-time experience where the client can play around with your product and they can just see how it happens, and everything will happen in that way, right? One second, let me show you another. Hope
Yeah,
you can see my screen.
perfect, sir.
Great. So this is actually a bus, right? And not only a t-shirt, not only a kind of a handbag, or not only anything, right? Even a bus. You can just tell them actually what type of bus is actually and how it looks like. And also the major part over here is actually you can just tell them actually what type of the thing is used here, the engineering drawing, right? And the color, what happens, and how what is actually the metal is used, and what deviation and what parameters is being used. Everything you can just show them here, right? And also they can just also understand what exactly how it looks like when it is actually on the scratchwood level, and after finishing, how the rendering image and how the texturing happens. Everything you can just see it in your website itself. So whatever I'm just showing it is not a CAD image or a Revit image, right? It is a website. Each one of a website can be modified in this format. And say example, when you have a cleaning machine or when you have a electrical vehicle, and that electrical vehicle actually can just be modified in this way, so the end user can understand actually what are the types of machineries I use and what is the breadth and width of it, and what is the final render kind of thing. Everything you can just see it here. Any questions in this? So anyone want to experience this? So I can just give you the access of it to experience this, and you can just customize it in the way you want, right? Like optical things. If you click it, you can see it in this way, or this thing, or the final render kind of. So everything you can just see it here. So anyone want to experience this so that I can just so within a mouse click you can just see everything here, right?
So is it possible to see the engine also?
On request, when actually the end customer, right, want us the two-way, Miss Vidya, it is on a two-way, right? So when it's actually a finished product, okay, what we do is actually we will be giving you the finished product. But a technical team want to see actually the what type of engineering and what type of metals are used. Yes, this we have an app. If you have scan this QR code, this this vehicle will be dismantled into thousand parts, and that thousand parts will happen in your table. Say example, you have your Apple iPhone, and if you, I'll just show you one. Can you see the video? Can you see the video?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
yes,
buffering.
Yeah. So as when you asked me. So this is actually a demo. What we did it in our office. Say example, this is a 20-ton machine, right? This is a prototype of the machine. If you have a space of, say example, a breadth and width of 20 to 30 meters, and if you keep, I want to just keep this machine in that place. Yes, with an Apple iPhone or with an tab, you can just use this markerless augmented technology to keep your machine. So this is a normal phone. The machine will be tasted. And this is a working model of it. If you go to that, you can see the nut, bolt, and the screw and the engine of the machine. Right? And if you go to the next end of it also, you can see actually that the machine is placed before you. And we go around of it also, you can see all the engineering part of it. And you will have an option of extracting it also. I hope you saw this. Hope I answered your question, Mr.
Yes, sir. Thank you. It's almost like VR, isn't it?
No, this is AR.
But VR on a phone.
No, this is AR. VR is a totally a different. So when you actually work on a platform kind of, right? So when you have a head mount, right? This is actually VR. Can you see our screen? See the screen? Sorry. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
See, VR is totally different. Say example, when you have a head mount in your eye, okay, you will be going into a different atmosphere where you'll be experiencing it in the VR. But this kind of model, this kind of AR, we call it as markerless, and web-based AR. That you only a mobile, you can see it in the mobile view. Say example, for to give you a live example on virtual reality, we were working with one of the medical university, right? Initial stages, the medical university used to have a doll, right? The pregnancy stages will be defined to the trainee doctors on the clinical rotation in the 14 stages of pregnancy. They use a doll and they will take the baby out. But when nowadays, when you wear a virtual reality glass and you wear a haptic gloves, right? You can see a women just sleeping on the structure with a labor pain, and you can see the baby coming out of it, and you can feel the flush of the baby, and even if there is a shake in the bones, also you can feel it in your haptic gloves. So that we do it on virtual reality on the training end, but the demo end, AR is used on the demo end. Got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Great. So, any questions about this? So, let me show you another one. So, this is actually what we call it as actually a 3D configurator, where you can design your own house, right? Using your texture of it, like say example, if you want the layout, so if you want to build a layout, a cabin, you can just the cabin will be built here. If you want to just change the color of it, yes, you can just change the color of it. like that you can do it. So right now we are working in a project. What happened in the sense, there are 200 shops. There are 200 shops actually. The 200 shops will have different set of building material. One will have a screen, one will have light, and one will have curtains, and one will have tiles, one will have bricks and kind of. When I draw it in a paper and when I enter into the store, right, that store people will just make a 3D model of your house and they will fit the tiles and fit the curtains and fit the lights in that retail shop. And they, after coming out, that person will have the entire building format of it, and he can witness and he can also experience his own house, how it will look after building it. So we also have that kind of marketing tool for the end user to experience that. So when you when it happens in this way, so in the olden days, what we have to do is we go to several shops and we used to take 20 to 30 tiles, and in that we'll choose one and we come home. That will be very dark for our home. But the lighting in the evening or lighting in the night and the lighting in the early morning, that can also happen in this kind of stimulator model, right? And one minute, let me show you another one. Can you see this? Right? Yeah. So this is actually is a web-based AI. You can just see actually, I mean, how it will look like. Your house will be looking like, and if you just see this, and it will tell you the wall. If you want to just change the wall color, and this is the model right now we are working at. So the previously what happened in the sense, when we were selling something, actually we will give them as a picture kind of a 2D kind of. But now we have a marketing tool, or we can just sell it very easily by giving them an experience and how to build everything on a experience thing. So you can see this. So when you have a AI format of it, so on a mobile or a desktop, you can just experience it on your mobile, or you can just experience on your desktop also, right? So any questions in this right now? So this is how right now all the e-commerce websites actually. So they experience the product like this. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, visible, sir.
Yes. Okay. Great. So this is actually another. It's actually right now all the I mean all the e-commerce portal has this kind of a format actually, not a picture-based format. Like experience kind of a format. It's been used to experience the leather texture and even actually what is actually used and everything to experience and create the I mean CRP, the rate of it actually, right? So any questions right now? So I can just go for the next slide. Screen is visible.
Screen is yet to appear, sir.
Oh, now you can see the screen.
Yeah, perfect.
Great. So another one model right now we are working on a finest technology like IoT and image recognition, and machine learning. So we are working on an app, right? That app name is Occupera. This this founder is based out of Honduras, Spain, where actually happens in the sense they connect actually a different set of classrooms across India and across different states, right? This classroom is being controlled using AI and IoT actually, right? So when actually a teacher or a student who are entering into the classroom, the person who's sitting in the center can open the door and just open the AC and open the, a projector in a certain classroom in Bangalore or a certain classroom in Salem. We have mentioned it on a random basis. So they can switch on the fan sitting in the centralized center, and they can just the camera will access the teacher's face, and it will recognize is that the same teacher who is coming for the class, right? They can hire the classroom for 1 hour or 2 hours, even they can just hire it for 30 hours a month, kind of. And if one person is hiring, if the same person is coming regularly, that can be done using this technology here. And where yeah, right. So in the classrooms also, the students will be monitored here. The how many students are sitting here. Say example, you hired a classroom where 5 students can be occupied, and in that 5 classroom, you have 6 or 7 students are occupying there. That sensor can just identify there are 6 students who are sitting inside a classroom, and that kind of technology we are just working on this app. And as I was previously mentioning, actually we were working on an haptic gloves actually, where if you're just touching a blazer or you are touching a mud kind of, this haptic gloves can just give you the touch of it, and it can just show you actually how the texture is and how you can just feel even the hit. Say example, we were working on one of the projects in LNT where you if you're working on a third or fourth floor, and on that floor if you fall down you can just have a hit in your forehead, or if you're hammering a nail and that nail is hitting on your your fingers, you can also have a numbness kind of feel in that haptic glove. So this kind of technology just gives you an experience to tell what type of experience you're giving it to your end user. So any questions in this? So I can just show you some videos actually. So can you see the video?
So no, it's not appearing. I think it's appearing, buffering. Yeah.
So this is already in the website actually. So this is the same format that is app is operating actually, where we have a sensor camera, right? It will sense actually what is actually the face expression and everything is all about. You have witnessed a lens card, right? Lens card is also the same kind, right? When you open your mobile, actually, when it is scans your frame and the retina, there will be a rigging happens, a 3D rigging happens, and that will just say the breadth and width of your face, and accordingly, it will take the frames in around 12 to 13 seconds from the database. So the same kind of technology is also used in this Occupera app, where a different person is coming inside. An alert will be given to the centralized location, and that location will intimate to the central manager over there, and they will tell them this is what happened, and they will take necessary action of it. Right? So, one second. So this is how it happens, and now we have a technology, the haptic gloves actually, so can experience actually the texture and everything. We were discussing on the same actually. So any questions still now? So I can go for the next slide.
Yes, sir. You can go for next slide, I think. Sir.
Great. Okay. So we were touching all the technology over here, like e-commerce integration that I was just saying. Actually, instead of an image, actually we can use simulators and 3D simulators and AR simulators kind of. And augmented reality, more than manufacturing of a machine, now we have a technology to show the end user a working model of a machine using augmented technology. And AI integration actually has a different set of technology. It is very intelligent technology where we reduce our manpower, like implementing our website with a bot of a chat system which is integrated with an analytics. When we are talking about Coimbatore, and I'll be showing it to you. You have a process. Say example, if you prepare an FAQ. Say example, if my product has been placed in the internet, certain questions will be thrown by the customers and before using the product. That FAQs I can just design it in an AI tool, and that I can upload it in the website. When a customer is just asking a question in a chatbot, the chatbot will take care of the questions, and if it is asking a question which is not listed, that gives you an alert to the next available executive within a short span of time. So like that, we have an AI integration happening here. So already we know this actually copy matrix and Quinvolt, all content creation. So all the technology, whatever the technology you do, when it is 2D, 3D, augmented, virtual, mixed, or social reality, whatever you do, all the content is being backed by the writing format, right? So whether you're writing, technical writing, or you're writing up a script, kind of a video script, kind of this kind of AI right now you have it in the market helps you a lot for writing up content on experience end, right? So this is actually happens in this way. I hope I touch base all the technologies right now. So you have any questions, you can just ask me. Any questions?
Sir, this is Sriraman from DJ Academy. Sir, it was nice presentation.
Thank you.
You have shown a lot of technologies here. But my question is, will this replace the retail space in India? Because tomorrow, future people may not visit the automobile showroom or anywhere to see what it is. Will it replace that?
See, can I take a name, please?
Pardon, sir?
Can I take a name, please?
Yeah, I'm Professor Sriraman from DJ Academy.
Mr. Sriraman, see, it's really happening right now, right? When you talk about a company called Magenta, right, which is located in Chennai, right, in Chengalpattu, actually. What happened in the sense, and previously, what happened in the sense, they have around 600 units from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, right? There will be 25 people who will be traveling in a truck from Kashmir to Kanyakumari for training all the people in a service center. The big truck, the 25 people will be traveling from Kashmir to Kanyakumari for training in each one of the two, actually. Right now, after this virtual reality, one year glass is traveling to 600 locations. That glass will guide you how to repair a Scorpio, or you can just repair a Thar, which has a new cryogenic engine, or not kind of cryogenic engine, a different type of an engine with a different type of technology. That glass solves the purpose of it. So to answer your question, so in the retail showroom, it is happening. So instead of a person, when you talk about the Dubai Mall or some part of Israel and some part of Europe, if you book the vehicle, right, if that vehicle is not available in the market, they give a VR experience to the client and they build it. So they don't want to see actually how it works. They want to experience the vehicle. So how it works and how the talks work and how is that the experience of it? Yes, it is replacing the industry, retail industry.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. And I think with the emergence of online education, I think this will catch up very fast in the education space also.
Yes, yes, sir. Actually, what happens is this presentation has some limitations, right? So what I'm just showing you is actually on the website. So when I can just give you an experience on your mobile, and when you can just experience on your haptic gloves on your headphone device, the experience what you will have a wow feeling. And if you touch something, actually, say if you're touching a sand, it has a grains in the sand. That also you can feel it in your haptic gloves when you experience it. So when you choose plastic petals in China, right? You have 17 different plastic petals. Sitting here wearing a haptic gloves, you can just choose which you want. When you are an experienced or when you are an SME.
Yeah. Right.
Thanks.
Students and participants, you can unmute and ask your questions, or you can put it in chat. Sir, at the same time, what is the readiness of Indian companies to invest in all these?
Sir, actually, to answer your question, right now everything is available. The metaverse of Facebook, it is very easy actually for us to catch up this technology in the near future. It is not so fast, right? So when you talk about if you ask the same question before 10 years, before COVID, it is very hard. But now a menu card in a restaurant has a AR in it, and a label in a school book has a AR in it. And when it is actually a chocolate paper, the chocolate paper of Cadbury is having AR in it. So it is not about actually the huge investment. It is about you being equipped with the technology. A technology will solve the purpose of it. For a person who's having a UG level of skills from a computer background, you can learn this technology.
Okay, got it. So those don't adapt, they become redundant in the future.
Exactly. That is what happened because right now we are working on a project actually 200 different materialistic, a building material company that is actually one of the Dubai projects actually. What happens in the sense when a person is working on a paper sketch, literally pencil sketch, paper sketch, he goes to 200 different shops. He comes up with a building built in a 3D video with a walkthrough, with a VR walkthrough. So he can experience his own house and he can just feel it and he can build the client, build that 200 client on a materialistic basis.
Okay. Sir, how is the competition in this sector among companies? Is it just initiated, or how is it the competition?
The competition, when you speak about actually, if you speak about the Indian market or rest of the world, right, this is a different market. Say example, when you speak about the US market, right, all the good paymasters are from US, right? They invest, they take the project, and we build them. But when in India, the competition is very less.
The competition
Right?
is okay.
Very less in fun because if nowadays if you want to purchase a shirt, first before 10 years we need to go to Amazon, Flipkart, like that. But when right now in Facebook you can just purchase a shirt, you can purchase a wallet, you can purchase a printer. But how you are differentiating from the competition? Whether what is the value chain you're carrying on it? Whether the experience or the demo or after using the product you return it. So that is the value chain right now you're looking for the competition. On this, the augmented websites are increasing 45 to 55% of the the conversion of ratio.
And predominantly the students who are attending here are MBA students, sir. So what are the job prospects for them in this industry?
Say example, it's a good question actually. So when I was just speaking about an AI blot like Coimbatore and kind of thing. So when is actually an English expert writing up a content, right? They know English, but when an MBA expert writing up a content, they know what is marketing is, what is SWOT is, and what is actually the critical selling proposition is, and the blue ocean strategy. Everything they know. Accordingly, when they have a good knowledge about creating of a content, they have a huge opportunity for the MNCs. We call them as a Maricom specialist, right? We work with one of the space company actually. That's the space company. What they do is actually they keep the satellite before above a mall, right? That they will record what are the footfalls actually happen in a mall. How many of them wear chudidar and how many of them are wearing actually slippers and how many of them come with saris and what is the footfall ratio on weekends. And they take up the data and data is being sold to all the companies. And this kind of data, only a marketing person who have a knowledge of buyer's persona, the 26 behavioral analysis has an opportunity to write the content on. They have a huge opportunity.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So what is the kind of costs that we are looking into, sir, for companies to adopt this kind of technology?
But Vidya, it depends upon the product. It is a product-centric question. Say example, when it is actually when you talk about the free plugins actually which is available on the internet, it starts from $25. It is very meager to install it in your website. Only the thing is you need to have a engineering drawing of your product, and that engineering drawing need to render it with the correct texture of your product. Yes, then you can just put it in your website. It is not that you invest a lakh, you take this technology. Right now we have free plugins and we have a limited cost plugins available there.
That sounds simple, sir. Thank you.
Sure. See, previously, when technology, right, when the way back 10 years, when technology is new in India, only 3% will be working on it. Right now, we have a model of affiliated marketing or influencer marketing. A company who sits in UK and US will have an influencer in India. That influencer will give you in a lesser amount, like a model, say example, Shutterstock, and when you freepick.com, right? They have a influencer model where I work, I upload, they will connect and they will sell it to the client. So they sell it for $20 and they take $5 and they bill me five. I take $5 and they take $15. Accordingly, there is the R3 architect for building up the client. In that technology, it is very easy for the end user to buy it.
Got it, sir.
Okay. Sir, among, see, when you look at the BPO sector, Asian countries are becoming predominantly the choice of Western countries. So similarly, even for this kind of work, which is getting preferred, Asian countries or any other countries? That in Asia, I mean, which are the countries which is preferred for outsourcing?
So when you talk about the outsourcing part, three companies come into the picture. First one is India, and the second one is Philippines, and the third one is actually Bangladesh. These are the three countries actually who the outsourcing plays a vital role, and the GDP happens in this, right? So right now there is an AI software will is on the forthcoming run actually will be developed in all the companies where it will answer all the questions of you. Only the documentation of signing a human interaction will be in that. Rest AI blot or a AI algorithm will place the discussion with the client and solving of your pain areas and just giving up a solution that happens in that way.
Okay, sir, got it. So participants and the students, you can don't shy away, just unmute and come and ask, or else you can put in chat. We'll be able to deliberate.
Yeah, Shriram, I'm Ravindran here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Yes, Dr. Ravindra.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. I think that was a very insightful session.
Thanks for you.
Yeah. I joined, I think only after 15-20% was over. I think it's all coming under the Web 3.0 category, correct?
It's a kind of. Actually, augmented and virtual and extended reality comes in immersive technology.
Correct. Because we nowadays talk in that way, like Industry 4.0 and Web 3.0 sort of thing and all. And see, one more thing I am asking is, I think this very prospectful in the gaming industry, correct?
Yes, prospective in gaming industry, and now it has been fruitfully used in education industry predominantly.
Okay. Because most of the, I think, that people attending this session are students. That's why Shriram and he asked a question, how relevant, because like you rightly answered, the high potential is there on the AI, data analyst part, everything and all. And the technology, whatever you are suggesting, definitely will be complementing to present it actually. So
True.
that's the thing.
When as an MBA person actually know the crux of a business actually. So what is actually, because they are in a theoretical level, right? So when they get into a marketing company, right? So they all, because I don't want to touch base on the digital marketing level because we have many players to touch base on that. So digital marketing is the main. If you don't know digital marketing, you are not a marketer right now. That marketing plus this experience marketing, if a MBA person can understand, they can just sell themselves to the industry. And moreover, the entrepreneurial skill will happen in this way.
True. What do you mean by the domain expertise? I think what they need, they'll clearly communicate to your team. Then I think you can easily, I think give a shape and then present. Correct. That's the point you were mentioning.
Exactly. Doctor.
Correct.
Exactly.
Okay. That's all from my side.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So Dr. Ravindran is our secretary of Coimbatore Management Association, and he's also the vice president for enterprise-wide solutions, Shakti Finance.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Thanks.
Happy to hear that, Dr. Ravi.
Thank you.
And also last month there was a conference in Kochi Design Week. In fact, 2 days there was very big deliberations on AVGC. AVGC was the most talked about topic almost for 2 days. There, in fact, we had an opportunity to do a workshop on metaverse also. We could understand what is metaverse. One guy from Microsoft, he came and did a small workshop there.
Nice.
I think this is a upcoming area, and they were also telling the future of the job lies in this area.
Metaverse. That is what I'm previously mentioning, you sir. The next forthcoming, not in a longer run, in a shorter run. If metaverse is in the market, every marketing person or a marketing graduate needs to know what is actually all about. What is an identity and what is actually a article framework and everything.
True. So
I'll ask one last question, Shriram. I think
please,
very
sir.
relevant question. Maybe it may be funny also. I think
any more questions?
Whatever like Sridhar, I think you'll be writing, based on a lot of back-end scripting, etc., and all. Can ChatGPT help on this? It may be for scripting and whatever the technology you are going to adopt, sort of thing and all, some codification. Definitely there'll be. Can ChatGPT of use to you? ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Chat blot. You're speaking about the chat blot, I guess, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, nowadays that's a hot topic now everywhere.
Exactly. So I was just talking about two in the presentation. I was just showing you two content AI.
Correct.
You happen to see that, Doctor?
No, that's
Yeah.
not.
In
Yeah, when
that,
you
what
said that.
happened in the sense?
Okay.
Yeah. In that, what happened in the sense when it is a website, right? If I browse the website and if I want to ask this question, what happened in the sense? I need to call the end user, or I'll call the company, or I need to go to the company. I need to speak with an executive. But now, what happened in the sense? If a company has the entire breadth and width of the product, and they figure out what are the FAQs, and if this FAQs is being thrown from the customer, what is the question I can just make them to convince? So that can be done in that AI.
Yeah.
The
Bot.
AI.
You're talking about bot actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That bot is done also by a marketing expert.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Pleasure, Doctor.
Yeah. Because we also use in financial service industry to satisfy our customers. It's all trained, pre-trained with possible questions and answers, so that I think customer is very happy in getting the instant response, more or less.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. I think
Thank you, Doctor. Thanks for it.
Thank you.
there are no more questions. I think it's time to wrap up the session. On behalf of Coimbatore, welcome, sir. On behalf of Coimbatore Management Association, I would like to thank our today's speaker, Mr. Nirmal Sridharan, MD, Dine Education Research, for such an enriching session on today's topic, Introduction to Cutting-Edge Marketing Technology. Thank you, sir. It was a really insightful and a very different session, and definitely students who have attended here must have understood where the job lies in the future, so that they get a chance to equip themselves. Thank you for sparing your time with us. Also, I would like to thank the Secretary and President of Coimbatore Management Association, the student chapters, as well as all of the participants. Last but not the least, the Monday Musings team for organizing continuously weekly Monday Musings. Thank you all from CMA. I'll see you next week. Until then, it is bye from CMA.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sriram. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
All the
Thank you,
participants.
everyone.
Thank you. Good night.